and during the panel discussions. And the question is, last year, a significant part of your efforts was dedicated to strengthening relationships with Estonian student organizations through co-hosted events, like with ALSA, Duke Student Union, and others, and by involving them in our activities like the pop crawl and the national dinner, and this created a strong inter-organizational community. However, I have the feeling that this year these efforts were kind of abandoned. Can you comment on that?
Just to specify the question, you mean the semester or the year? Because for the last year I was not around, so I was not able. I'm not able to reflect on it. If you are comparing two semesters, I can.
Yeah, I think about this semester.
Okay, so last semester we were organizing lots of events. As you know, we also got like recognized for Tommy's work and collaboration with ESN TalTech work with Sasha. We did an amazing job in collaboration. We had lots of events. Um, in terms of the organization and cooperation with organizations internally, it's happening at some point. For instance, during the fashion show, we had in jury we had members of student union. We invited them this semester for the gala event. However, as you know, the spring semester has a limited human resources in terms of the activities, in terms of the students incoming. We had like almost 3 times less people this semester, so we had to consider that, and based on that, we made a decision that we are going to focus on the members first, rather than on wasting, like let's say, our resources, energy on the large activities which will not be able to like. Sorry.
I also can comment on that as part of, as Adam said, maybe like trying to point it out, and I have been also talking about it during the presentation. Our ties are as good as they were during this year. We have been always in touch with Student Union, also Maritime Academy, and also Eurotech. So with all the associations that we can, we are trying, and we are doing so much better.
So let's not forget about Lapikut and about the theater association of TalTech. Let's not collapse with them as well. Good, we have one more question and 2 minutes to go on the question.
So, this following up on that, maybe it's more to Tommy. We previously organized a football tournament and with Days and Roses have not been. With almost 100 participants, supported by grant from Student Union and coordinated with multiple student organizations, including INSU. There was even an offer from Unions Liquid to include the director's cup this year. Why was this event not continued? Was there any specific reason it was not organized? Again, despite clear interest in the logistical possibilities.
To go but Atlanta, we love you.
For context, I was one of the main organizers for that event last year, and it was a great success indeed. For this semester, I personally talk a bit about the event with people from INSUC because we organized with them back then, and we didn't had enough resources in the term of like there was no motivation, and to do some event halfway done is not a good way to go.
Also, we got informally discouraged by student union to do sport events because there is a sport club in the university and they were encouraging them to do this kind of inter clubs sport.
And quickly putting up on that, with the student coordinator, sport coordinator in from Student Union, we actually like cooperate with them. We promote their events. Our students our students, local students, I mean Erasmus students, are able to attend those events and we promote them.
And with that, the time for questions is over. And we will continue now with the next section for today. So thank you to the leading board for presenting it. Presenting everything they did this year. And so our next responsibility for today is, now that the leaving board is gone, vote a new board. As you have seen on the agenda, we have 3 candidates for today. Yeah, we will go through all of them with speeches now. Each of them will have 7 minutes for the presentation. Afterwards, 8 minutes of questions. So you know, I will cut you off. I will show you with fingers how much minutes you have, starting by 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that, we start with the first candidate for today, which is Nasreen for the vice president. Nasreen is unfortunately not here today. Isn't she? Yeah, she's joining online because unfortunately she cannot be here in regards to time purposes. So Nasreen, can you hear us? Can you see us?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
All right. Procedural from Maxime on the technical side of things. He fixes it pretty quick.
Yeah, you are not able to see us. You are able to see us only at streaming. But I propose, if you can show your camera and turn on your screen for a presentation purpose so we can see you here.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute.
All right. Yeah. In regards to the questions, of course, stay true to the concept, raise your hands afterwards.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen now. We only have to put it on the big screen now.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can also see you.
Okay.
And Maxime is working on the technical side of things, that the picture and your presentation gets onto the big screen for everybody. It will hopefully be done in a few seconds. Also for Nasreen, for you to, since you are at home, please be aware of the time yourself, since you will not probably not see me when I'm holding up my hands. So where I will cut you off after 7 minutes of presentation once the technical side of things is figured out, which is now the case. And with that, is it a procedural or reaction? It's in the middle. Procedural one.
You can tell her that you have 1 minute left.
Yeah, I will say it to her, but she will not have the 4 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, because that would be a little bit excessive. So Nasreen, yes, you will get a warning, 1 minute, but not the full package that I can provide to you, because I can't. All right, and with that, a big applause for Nasreen and her animation presentation for Vice President of ESN TalTech IC. Nasreen, the stage is yours.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. It would be nice if I said nice to see you, but since I cannot see you, nice to hear all of you. So I wish I would be there, but since I'm in my country, now today I will present this online, as you know. So the reason why I'm here, why I wanted to, what I wanted to show is that I applied for vice president position for TalTech IC, ESN TalTech IC, and I will give you brief information about myself and what I have done until now and what I plan to do. So my name is Nazreen. I am from Azerbaijan. Baku, and this is my last year in Estonia, like at TalTech, I would say. I'm law student, and last year I was in Erasmus in Spain. Unfortunately, ESN Valencia was not that active, but I would say that they were also kind of try to engage all the students, and we were always talking with them and giving some ideas. And I'm very extrovert person, I would say. That's why I love traveling and I love networking. I love talk. It's my culture. I cannot stop without talking. I didn't had add here, but I also love drinking tea. I think everyone knows there about it. And I love swimming. Um, yeah, what I. This is all. And my work experience, well, it's not that big as, because I'm just finishing my university, but I was always trying to be active in student life. So 2 years ago, I started as legal intern and support in one of the e-residency companies of Estonia, and I worked there. I did lots of networkings there. I met with lots of entrepreneurs from all over the world. I got um, a lot of information about e-Estonia, e-residency, and these kind of things, and it helped me to improve my networking a lot. And then, since I had this networking, I joined Startup Garage. They are like, this is startup environment, so I joined there to give more and to learn more. And then we had Startup Sparks events there, which was also under the Startup Garage. We created a team there, and I became kind of partnership, let's say, manager who was dealing with partnership things. We could finish some events there, and then since we had some changes, we changed the team, let's say, and I became team lead of Startup Sparks. I cannot say that we did lots of events because we didn't have too much time, but we were successful at least in one event. And from January, I joined our law association, a law student association, and I became director of foreign affairs there. I'm in a board, so we do all this kind of like law student things. Also, we get so much support from our dean and business and governance faculty. And as I said, I was always like active student. Everyone knew me, but I was not official member of ESN. I was somehow there, but not officially. Um, but from February, I joined ESN officially, so here I am. And I always try to be active member of ESN. It's not only about like, it's not, of course it's my purpose, but it's also my personality. I always like to meet with lots of people, and ESN is great environment for that. I always, as a member, as it's my duty, I always try to help the events and organize event, let's say. Last month, I had this opportunity, thanks to Tommy and our treasurer, that we could organize cultural night. And the second picture was actually my helpers, and we were very successful. And apart from that, I always try to join the internal events of meetings of ESN, because yes, we are open to everyone, but it's also important for us to create this bridge between members and board as well, because one day, as I'm here, if we want to be board, we have to know more about internal things. So this is also kind of good opportunity for us. And since I wanted to join board, I always try to be close with the board members, to learn more about their work and to understand. Uh, I always try to support them. Since even when I was not in ESN, I was trying to help the partnership part because when my friends opened some cafes or something, I was always talking with the partnership like dealer of ESN. And actually last year ESN managed to have one of the partners. And now I also try to talk one of the restaurants in Tallinn. So hopefully we will get some discounts from them. So yeah, I always try to support board members and also the members. Um, well, sorry, don't I have 10 minutes? 7, as I know it's 10 minutes. Um, okay, okay, because on email it was 10 minutes. Well, everything is perfect in ESN, but since I have done my Erasmus, I know all this Erasmus mindset, and I'm international student. I will try to be closer with the members, with new joiners, let's say, and I am from different cultures, so being neutral is kind of one of the top priority. And I will always try to be neutral between all these conflicts, because in ESN there are lots of conflicts and different problems. Since I understand this exchange in culture, I will always try to help the members and new joiners, let's say new Erasmus students. And since the helping the president is one of the duties, I will be ready to take this responsibility. And I think it's done. 1 minute is over. Yeah, and thank you.
Very nice presentation. Thank you very much. And with that, we will now go into 8 minutes of questions and answers. So, who has the first question? I will come with microphones. Nasreen, you can still hear us at home? Nasreen, you can still hear us? Question? Nasreen, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Good. And here's your first question.
Yes, but it's not clear. If I don't understand, I will ask Max to repeat it.
Okay, so my question is from Mark. Your background and experience in presentation and education are strong. Given your profile, I'm curious why did you decide to run for vice president and not for president, for example?
As I understand, you asked why I didn't apply for president position, right?
Why did you decide to run for vice president? Like, why this position got you interested most?
Ah, well, because honestly, before application, I was middle of kind of like event manager and vice president position. But then I decided to apply for vice president because it's more, it is all this like kind of official parts of ESN, and it helps to, wait, yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like the vice president is also these official parts, like being closer with the students, like stay communicated with the members, also these body programs and everything. It it sounds excited and also kind of more responsibility. I really like to take more responsibility, and that's why I applied. Actually, as I said, I was in the middle of like applying with also an event manager, but I really like kind of more official and also fun things. So for me, vice president position is something like that from my imagination. That's why I applied for vice presidency, right? Vice president position.
People who want to ask questions should go to the front. I am now please. I now introduce you Fatima, that you didn't hear today at all, to go into the front and to ask the next question.
Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
First of all, an amazing presentation as VP. I'm very proud. Nazrin, I have a question for you. Since in the presentation you wrote the plans for the mandate, I've seen that you wrote basically the duties of the vice president. Do you have any other ideas? It's okay if not, but do you have any ideas how would you motivate the members and also the newbies to join the club? Because we had this issue that we didn't have enough students and not a lot of people were interested of joining.
Mhm, mhm. Um, that I was also someone like that before, like in my first year. From my perspective, I can say that, like from my experience, I can say that people thinks ESN is kind of like ESN has office, like we have this office hours and everything. I think some people sees ESN somehow very official place from my perspective, and they think that it's like you cannot, if you join there everyone will judge you because you join later, like everyone has this group. At least this was like my thought in my first year. So I think the best is that to change this mindset of people, and to explain them it's not that place. At least since I'm in different organizations, we have different ways to engage students. Yes, we have these members of months in ESN, but at least in our last members meeting and the previous one, we didn't talk about who was the members of the months,
Nasreen.
as I remember.
Nasreen, we have a reaction from Artem.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a false reaction from Artem. He does not want to react to you. You
yeah,
can continue.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay, at least we didn't focus that, like who was member of month. We didn't talk about it, but if we did it, if we have done it, maybe different members would join. For example, right now in our members group, there are more than like, I think there are lots of people, but in every members meeting, I see same faces. But if we do this kind of engagement, how to say, like gifts somehow, or some if we could give some privileges to the members, they would have came all our events. So at least this is my experience from different student organizations as well. So my perspective is also that I'm not in ESN as well. I'm in Startup Garage, or I'm in different organizations. So I also see what they do in order to get more people. So I will use all these experiences in ESN as well.
All right. With that, next question. The first one was Tommy. So, Tommy, next question. And also, we have 2 minutes left on the clock for questions.
Hi Naz, Tommy, event
Hi.
manager,
Hi,
ESN
Tommy.
TalTech. I see. Oh, you can see me maybe from YouTube.
No,
I
I
have
cannot
a
see you, but I hear you.
I have a very quick and straightforward question, also because we don't have much time. Thank you for the presentation, and it's a pity you didn't apply for event manager. I knew your potential. Anyway, in terms of members' engagement and events itself, is there something you really liked from last year, and or do you have something in mind to do for members for next year?
I have some event ideas, definitely from my Erasmus experience. Should I tell them right now or not?
If they're spoiler sensitive, you can also keep them as a surprise. Right? It's not.
Yeah, I will keep them surprised, but when I was in Erasmus, as it was different student organization, they were they have done some different events that we had never done it in Estonia, like in ESN, at least at TalTech. So I always try to focus them and I will work on them, but I will not tell you.
1 minute left. Next question, probably from somebody else. 1 minute left.
Okay. Hey, so again, question from Mark. So you mentioned that you will graduate this year, right? And are you planning to stay in TalTech for a master program, or you will no longer be a student, or if not, do you see any administrative issues with holding a board position?
Well, right now I got accepted into TalTech for master degree. I had I got accepted also in the Netherlands, but since I didn't have scholarship, I don't plan to go. If I get something else, I haven't applied anything more, but if I get something else, a scholarship, I will think about it, think about going to somewhere else. But for now, I'm in ESN, I'm at TalTech. I don't have any plan to go for now. And if I go, as everyone, I will try to do it online. And if I don't, of course, as a vice president, I have to find a way to deal with that. And I know this responsibility. I'm aware of that.
And with that, thank you very much, Nasreen. That was your question time. You get applause from the audience, even if you cannot see it. Hopefully, you can still feel it in your heart. All right.
I feel it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. All right. And with that, we move on to the next candidate and the next position. First of all, the position, event manager. Really important for ESN TalTech, one of the most central positions in organizing stuff, because that's what ESN TalTech is all about. And one of the most experienced people in the room for that, Uma.
Hello guys. So momentum. My name is Omar, and I have been here for 6.5 years, 5 years. Hello. Okay, so my name is Omar. I've been here in ESN for almost 6.5 years. 5.5, I think, in Estonia, and 1 year I was with Erasmus in Portugal when I was doing my actually Erasmus. So I joined ESN there. Okay, I can. So a little bit about me. I did a bachelor before I come to Europe in Egypt. Again, I came here. I started another bachelor in mechanical engineering. It's called integrated engineering. I finished it, and I did 1 year of master diploma in Portugal. They should hear right now.
Yeah, you should hear it from
Right now, no? Then should I will speak, then you hear.
Okay, then speak in both.
Okay. No, but okay, so my name is Omar Salim, and I am applying for the event manager of ESN TalTech IC. For the people who don't know me, I've been here for 6.5 years, 5 in Estonia, 5.5 in Estonia, and 1 year I did in Portugal, basically helping with ESN. Before that, I was doing a lot of Erasmus Plus projects in Egypt and also in Estonia. No? It's all work. It's working. Just turn this out. Okay. Yes. Okay. So background: I did a bachelor in Egypt in science. I started here another bachelor. It's called integrated engineering, and I did one master diploma in Portugal. And actually, I'm finishing my master in industrial engineering management. What I do for living, as you see, really weird looking guy. I do as a mechanical engineer, mainly in projects in Estonia, companies in Finland, and Sweden. And I am old, 32 years old, and basically what I like is to design other than the work and do some crafts, maybe some 3D printing, and okay.
basically this how it started. On this picture over there, that was my first event. When I came here, my friend who was the president, Islam, that guy, I wanted someone to perform the Egyptian dance in the international event, international dinner, sorry. And later on, I joined ESN, the same semester. As you see in the top picture, I was face painting, and then I joined ESN basically since then. How it's going till now? This is all picture of all events and friends and memories, good memories that I have here, and it's been really good journey for me. And I hope like soon I will be retired as a alumni after like serving for the last time this good section. And so again, what I do for a living, I'm a mechanical engineer and also a part-time tutor in technology university. It's TalTech, basically a factory for the kids, teenagers around that. It's not like really part-time. It's like once every couple of months or something like this. Okay, that's it. So basically, why you should choose me, or what is my pros and cons? I have experience in ESN, not just in ESN. I have experience in other organizations in Baltic, Steam. I was also kind of the event manager there, and I joined other organizations. And I have a good relation with different student organization in Baltic and other sections in the network, and also actually in Finland, as I was the POPs coordinator for the past 2 years. The cons. I believe sometimes I overwork and sometimes I have to do overtime. It's unpredictable, and usually I try to organize it in a way that I know before that I will have overtime. This may collapse if needed my presence in events at night, and actually I'm working. But I will work in that, I believe, soon as I will be able to have work, reasonable work schedule. Expectation. I will do more of educational and engineering events. We had this kind of before, but it kind of goes ups and downs. So as I'm already engineer, so I believe I'm working that more. I will reach to other organizations, also plus organizations that I'm working with. Also, I will keep our good relation with the ESN sections. All the sections, I mean, even Tartu and also Tigo, Tallinn, and EBS. And also increasing the collaboration between us. And I believe on them, so you can add these 2 minutes questions if you want. All right. And with that, the questions again, 8 minutes. Who has questions? Good. Okay.
Mark, can you stand please?
Hello, thank you for the presentation. I think I already asked some questions like on behalf of me. I'm very curious. And I see that you have experience, you said, with other student organizations and that you have good connections. I'm really interested in collaboration between ESN TalTech and other student organizations. So my question is, can you develop on what kind of connections you have with them?
Also, so the people in the student union is actually people I know over the years from INSUC. I know the board of INSUC at this time, and also I know the people in STEAM as I still also helping them when they need it. These are the organization that actually I worked with and they know me, so to be easier to do. And you already was in the present here, and you already know, and we did many events with these kind of organizations. With others, I will basically work with maybe Imtuk, as I already worked with them twice. I know the people there when they used basically asked us to help them in the I think Valentine events that they have. So How to be, what type of events, to be honest, I'm not sure yet. If I got selected, I believe I'm gonna work in that June June and July before actually I start my mandate, as I already have a free time to do that, and then I will see. With the other organization, with the ESN section, of course, it will be as it is, and I will try to increase it even more, just to basically to work in unity, to not basically divide. And if it's possible, I will work with some Erasmus Plus organization that I already either went with them out, or actually I was a trainer for them. I don't know how it will be, because these people usually, this organization usually accept members. Is like the same as ESN. They accept members on a procedure. So I will see what can we do with them, what can events we can do together, and that's it. Maybe you can send more people actually traveling. That would be nice, and it happened before.
Who has more questions?
Fernando, ESN TalTech IC. I want to say that I know your charisma, I know how you handle things, and I've seen how you manage leading different people. That's not my concern. I want to ask you, how will you do with time management? Because me, as being in the board and working full time as well, was a bit tricky at first to get the hang of it. Maybe you have it figured out.
Yes.
Just,
Yeah, I'll say. As you already know, I mean, you're one of my close friends. It was a bit hectic for me for the work lately. Luckily, I got this company. It's a startup for 3 years, so I go whenever I want and I leave whenever I want, as long as the work is being done. So usually, I'd love to do it in the morning, so I can have time in the evening for the events. Again, if I did overtime, usually now at this moment, I know before it at least by a couple of days. So in this way, and my work does not need that much of a brain. At least it's just a design work. So I already have experience in designing things. So it will not, I believe, take much of my mind energy. And then again, if I will be selected, I will try to plan a year ahead. In these 2 months, I will talk to Tommy. I will talk to several people, and I will try to, how to say, to sort everything out before we start. Then if we have like a hiccup or something that like this, at least we already planned. And
We have one more question.
One more question. Yeah, so as I know, there is around 45 student organizations in TalTech. Do you consider doing a partnerships or collaborating with organizations that are in TalTech?
So as I mentioned, like I think I mentioned the engineering organizations, but I'm kind of in startup garage, so that's an organization also I would love to incorporate with the other organization. To be honest, that depends, because there's many organizations that they are really closed, and what they're doing. I already have been here like for 6 years, and some organization actually are like really international, like Best and Steam and others. And for example, like in INSUC also, they try to be more internationalized now. So based on the organization, we'll see. I will try to reach all of them, and then I will see what kind of collab. Um, for me.
You can finish, and then we have
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, so next question. Okay, now we are familiar. So as you know, like ESN TalTech does a lot of sectors, and the majority of them are based with ESN TalTech. And also sectors in TalTech are another, I would say, major part of the events that we organize. How are you going to handle the like your one from ESN TalTech? Okay, from next year. Like, because I guess that you cannot not attend, you cannot organize events with them. So how is ESN TalTech going to collaborate with ESN TalTech or the other?
So before I actually just to
procedural.
The question, to the best of my knowledge, was inaccurate because it's not stated anywhere that if you are banned from a section, you cannot organize events with them. There may be issues about participation, but also that is not clarified. I would want to also add as a comment that as event manager, I'm also working on together with other sections to develop the guidelines and figure out these details for all the future.
reaction to that procedural? Totally, you're right. I think that's not written anything or anywhere on this. It's only you can attend events. So, but the other thing is, do you think ESN Tallinn is going to like is willing to collaborate with ESN Tallinn after this?
But this should be not my own answer because I don't know.
My director.
Yeah. So I will just answer. Okay. So as you already.
Not procedural, but
No, it's a reaction. How do I do reaction?
reaction was like this. Two fingers are reaction.
I think that answer
But reaction has still priority.
I still have priority. Yeah, that's
You mentioned about ESN Tallinn, but we are the elections of ESN TalTech IC, and I think the interest of our section will be present in trying to see how that.
But I just answer, so it will be too much to answer.
Okay, last reaction has sorry, yes, I asked that because it's of interest for ESN Tallinn. Because I said like ESN Tallinn is organizing all the sectors right now, or most of them. So if there are no sectors in ESN Tallinn, Tallinn will lose 60%.
It's not your information is not it's not true. Okay, that's a reaction for me. It's a reaction for me. And now we go.
Okay. So okay, let's
2 minutes.
okay. I need to answer him first. So just you already know. Okay, guys, I'm banned from ESN Tallinn due to conflict between me and Sasha and Mina and other. No. Please let me continue. Basically, they use their code of conduct basically against me. I will be reported that these people are not ESN Tallinn. Let me know this. Before, there are many members of ESN Tallinn.
Procedural, you're going out of the scope of the
But I mean, we need to, okay, fast forward, sections will continue with all the sections regards to this. Okay. First of all, Tallinn is TalTech is basically the majority of the events, especially for example, he was the main organizer, not Sasha, just to let you know, because you did it, you said wrong. So basically, we have a lot of members here. I know it will be a problem, and I know that you're asking this to solve the out of your good intention to know what's going to happen. I'm not going to leave this to be a 5 minute session. It was because I was being here before and I saw like this happened before people because of people actually had how to say like their interest or whatever they had because I've seen this happen 3 times. Yazid also have seen happen from being here the same. I'm not gonna do it to this. I will do whatever it takes to go against the people who did this. And I hope to have for the new board ESN Talent, I'm gonna appeal against them on their decision because it was not fair. And whatever it is, it will out. But it will not be it will never be a war between sections, and I'm not gonna do this. If this was
And with that, the question path is over. Procedural. What?
I checked the closing of the speaker list.
You object the closing of the speaker list. Okay. First, I need to clarify that procedural. Okay. Thank you for the legal support on that. And yeah, we have an objection to the speaker list. No, we have an objection to closing the speaker list. And so, everybody in favor of keeping the speaker list? Okay, then speaker list goes on. Who has more questions?
Okay. So as for event manager, your primary duty will be organize sustainable, safe, and inclusive events aligned with ESN process and establishing documents. This year, there have been several reports made which contain ESN members and students' complaints on your inappropriate
Procedural interaction. Sorry.
the hammer which made them feel very uncomfortable, and there were witnesses to that. And you were banned from ESN for violation of the code of conduct. Where is the guarantee that you will be able to ensure safety and positive experience for the students as event manager of this
I need to answer first and then actually
You as reaction and afterwards.
so basically, as you already know, I need to say this because then it will solve everything. So as you said, like several like members, basically it was Sasha and Mina and the others. Before actually this accusation, just to let you know and let everyone know, know. I'm sorry, I know it's out of everything, but this is just to get everything out. I got like, and you already, I didn't know.
I suppose it's not allowed to like tell publicly
No,
the
but yeah, it's
details
my
of
report.
the case of
This is
this
my report.
brand.
It's my report. No, it's my report, and I can share it with everyone.
And also a comment. Out of all respect to everyone, let's like we are asking the question and we're like trying to find an answer to this. Let's not put it into the details. However, Omar has fully right to answer the question however he wants, and how he wants he can explain himself.
I just yes, because it's just sorry.
So to like talk for a moment, just for everyone, there is no guests from other sections at this stage to be present. So if you are asking questions and asking and commenting, you should act as a member of the Senate.
So we go to
So, Teresa, you know, I really how much respect you. This is, I don't want you to act, how to say, attack me as like an enemy. I'm not your enemy. I was an enemy. Basically, just to, yes, I appealed on your decision because it was sitting unfair. First of all, just for everyone, I appeal on the decision because she didn't ask for the witnesses. I gave witnesses to clarify my image. They have not been even asked at all. And these witnesses are a reputed member of ESN for years. But fast forward, I did not know this what basically Sasha and me accused me of doing. So yes, of course. But in the other way, in the first semester, there is another incident that happened, and you prolonged it so much the decision that you made toward a member. And then you ask me, I didn't do anything, just to let you know, and everyone here. And again, I still, my report against these people is still on. And even my appeal to that decision on what you made to me, I will do it again for the new ESN board. I really respect you, I really like you as a person. But I don't want this to, for you to attack me for something. Put yourself in my shoes. Do not attack me because they are your friends. I have nothing against you. And again, yes, I will make it safe as possible for everyone. That's why what I'm going to do it now. To not let anyone to use the reporting system to basically to hit anyone and be using their power. That's what I'm doing. And that's it.
Great.
You want it?
Does anybody have an objection to closing the speakers? All right, with that, thank you very much, Omar. We will continue now with the third open position today, which is namely not the event manager Maxine, but the treasurer. So very important key position in financials, probably for not lose all of our money next year. And with that, Eileen.
So this is a bit short maybe. Yeah, my name is Eileen Mashurova. Probably many of you know me as Paika, and I'm a candidate for a treasurer of ESN TalTech IC for the next year. So about me, I'm from Kazakhstan, I'm 20 years old and I study in TalTech. I do music, play guitar and vocals, do figure skating, I did figure skating, and I'm into crafting, like crocheting, and all the messy stuff. Regarding my education and skills, I acquired my high school degree as a Cambridge International Examination Program. Yeah, gained analytical and critical thinking as well as general knowledge. Currently, I'm hopefully graduating next month from International Business Administration Program, majoring in finance. Yeah, which is why you could guess that I have a theoretical background in finance and I'm an advisory board member of TalTech, School of Business and Governance. I believe I gained leadership skills due to I speak from I speak as the voice of students and advisory board for 3 years at this point. So yeah, and I'm fluent in 3 languages, which are Kazakh, Russian, and English. Regarding my experience and skills, I started off as a private tutor for the parents and kids somehow connected to the family. Yeah, I used official language and communication tutored in English and physics for middle schoolers. Then I was referred as a translator to a language school and copywriter as well. I worked using MS tools. Was attentive to details as a translator because we didn't have AI back then, and I had to translate the audio into documentation in between the languages, so it was a disaster kind of. And yeah, as a copywriter, I learned about new marketing strategies and content creation on Facebook, like Google Ads, and as well. So yeah, in 2021, I started my part-time job as an accounting assistant. I helped the finance team and the like the main accountant, in invoice processing as well as budgeting, presentation of the budget, record keeping, and all the procedural stuff, as well as kind of manage the communication between the departments. And last but not least, I worked as a digital sales manager in Channel 99 for 3 months this last year. It was required KPI tracking, B2B communication, external affairs, market analysis, and used SQL as a tool for data analysis. Mainly my main focus was in increasing the revenue and sales, as well as partnering with other countries and companies. Yeah, by way of ESN experience, I was around ESNs ever since I started my bachelor degree in 2021, and was participating in events, for example, and performing as well, as you can see. For example, I think there was ESN Got Talent in 2023, and ever since then, the last one was in fashion show. So sometimes I do perform, and became an official member in 2024 in September. And events I've been helping in some events, as well as I was a body of for two this semester. I hope like they're doing great if I have a reference from them. This semester I wasn't that active as last semester due to thesis and all of the graduational moments. However, yeah, it was a fun experience. Yeah, about my motivation. Unity of students. I've been in my high school student council as a external affairs manager. So I do believe in unity of students, especially on an international level in TalTech. This aligns with my kind of vision and principles, I would say, as well as communication. This is about like my skills in communication because any kind of network requires proper communication skills and official language at a certain point. So communication, not only in the sense of between people, but overall as a communicating with other students, learning some new stuff about other countries, as well as overall. I think I would love to communicate more overall. I do believe that my experience and theoretical background aligns with the role of treasurer for the next year specifically, because I will have already, hopefully, a bachelor's degree in finance at this point. And events are always fun because I do believe that ESN like I see mostly makes education not only academical but also fun because any kind of events I mostly go to, they were always made by ESN, specifically ESN TalTech I see since I study in TalTech. And yeah, and connections. I created many new connections and found new friends as well as I've also fallen victim for ESN relationship. Yes, so yeah, ESN is a biggest dating platform, so I hope to meet a lot of new friends and people overall in the next year while if I would gain the position. So thank you for your attention. If you have questions, feel free to ask.
Not only feel free to ask, but you're also encouraged to ask, because now we again, for TalTech, have 8 minutes of questions time. So, really wants to first asking a question. So, now you just like I see, first of all, I want to say that I'm like amazed by your experience. Like, I think you fit the role really, really well. But my question to you would be, how would you manage finances in a way? Because
from my experience, you tend to be the bad guy, always having to keep everyone on a budget. How do you see yourself being able to manage those situations?
I do believe that I'm a pretty straightforward person, and to say no to someone is not a big deal. However, as a treasurer, the first thing I would do is look at the previous reports, annual reports, for example, to see what was the approximate amounts and what was the asset structure, as well as how did you kind of manage the asset and overall capital structure. Yeah, to see how, based on like liabilities that you have to pay off and et cetera, I would have like approximate kind of vision of what's going on and what's the financial situation. So I do believe that I would have kind of like a base regarding in accordance with previous reports. Yeah, and I don't think that it will be a problem. I know how to say no, and it's fully okay. I hope that the next board would kind of be understanding me, or like they will understand me in this point. If I say no, then it's a no.
Thank you very much. Next question, we have 6 minutes for the time. Thanks for the presentation. Also, I agree with Armando. We have an experience of background and experience in accounting, and it's very impressive. However, my concern is that I think that you lack experience in ESN. You said that the second semester you were less active than the first one, but I don't know, maybe it's me, but I didn't see you so much around during the whole year. And can I ask one question? Okay, I will ask the second question. And then you mentioned that you're going to graduate this summer, right? You will graduate. You will finish with your Yes. So what are your plans for next year? Will you be in TalTech as a master student? Are you going to work? Will you be around? And how will you manage whatever you go with this position?
Yes, that's like I fully agree. I personally also do believe that I lack experience at ESN itself, which is why this is going to be my last year in Estonia overall, because later on I will move countries for my masters. But however, as of now, for the next year, I'm staying in Estonia, working, not starting my masters just yet. Would try to gain experience in a working field, and yeah. So I would love to gain more experience, not only as a treasurer and financial manager, but like an ESN member as well.
All right. Next question with 4 minutes 50 on the clock. Okay. I thought you were. The next question with now 4 minutes 40 on the clock.
Hi, amazing presentation. Also, a nice career in finance. However, just a question, also similar to Mark's. Since you have not been around ESN really much during, practically this semester, do you have any ideas or anything that is happening with your organizational skills? I mean, not organizational, but like in the sense of, do you know what is happening in ESN right now? And like, are you aware of also how time consuming it can be sometimes? Just a question.
Yes, I think I should be at least aware of what's going on. It's not as if I'm ignoring the chat or not reading anything, not taking part, but overall, yeah, I think I do know what's going on overall. Yeah, and about that it might be time consuming. I'm very close to some people, like the board members. I'm not gonna say names, but overall, I see that the person, like I don't know, stays late at night, and I was amazed by the dedication that it took them. And I saw that sometimes it is like a really hard work, and I do think that since I will graduate, I will have more like time to focus on like I don't know spend to exam. So I think I'm okay with that anyways.
Reaction from Fernando.
Something that I can tell you is that if you know how to organize yourself, you will never, at least as treasurer, you will never have any problem with staying up late. Sometimes there are some special requests that you need to do them at the last minute, not because of you, but external situations. But overall, if you have like well organized what you need to do at deadlines and so on, you should have a problem. And I have worked 95 for my mandate and is completely.
All right. Does anything else? And we have 3 minutes on the clock.
One more question. Fernando also mentioned like how will you maintain like be the bad guy and if you cannot spend money, don't spend money. But what about the other way around? Because in ESN TalTech, the last 2 years we had surplus. And I would say that the problem was the opposite. That we didn't spend enough money. What do you think about it? We didn't spend much money. No, that's not an issue.
Yeah, okay.
Reaction from Fernando. Okay.
I do think that lack of finances is more problematic than surplus. So, anyways, even if there's a situation when the money is excessive, I do think that there are ways where we could, I don't know, try to implement some new events or strategies. I don't know, KPI tracking would help to see the integration level in any kind of events. So yeah, this is also like kind of like non-profit organization. So the surplus is actually pretty great in case if something might go bad, we could keep it as an equity.
Reaction from Fernando from before.
I just want to say that she literally just said what I wanted to say, so no reaction.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Is everybody okay with closing the speaker? Cool. All right then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will now go on to the next big section of tonight, which is at the vote. For that, we will take a 1-minute break for clarifying one procedure real quick for myself, and then we'll be back with the vote. And with that, the procedural is clarified. So now I ask Yasid to come to help me as the second scrutinizer tonight. We will give out now the most important papers of the night, which is your voting ballots. Each of you will get 3 different little strips of paper. Yeah, today each of you will get 3 different strips of paper. On each of them, there is a name. It says, do you elect Lalala in here, the district, Nasrin Yafarova as the Vice President of ESN TalTech IC? Be aware that the name on there is the name you are voting on. I experienced people that were too dumb to read the name, so please read it. Okay? Even though I would say, okay, this is not for Ma, this is not for Ma unless it says Ma. So please check. And so yeah. All right, so now we will start with the first selection, which is
all together.
yeah, sorry. Please come to the front and take your voting ballot.
J'aime beaucoup la danse. Une danse. Je trouve que la danse est une chose extraordinaire comme vie, comme rythme. C'est tout à fait, je trouve ça très bien et je vis dedans très, très facile.
Vous avez utilisé notamment le thème de la danse.
J'aime beaucoup la danse. Une danse.
was for ordinary people. Jazz is ordinary people. It's the music of the young. Every time young people invent music, everybody hates it. How is it infectious? What might be the consequences?
Yeah. Good. All right, lovely people, we have the results. So please. All right. Does anybody want it a little bit more exciting, or should I do just a set? Okay, we just want a standard approach today. You're so not funny. Yeah. Okay, then we start with the first person that was voted for in regards of the treasurer. Eigeri. 2 abstain. 4 no. And with 19 yes votes, our new treasurer. Eigeri. You are allowed to come in front if you want. If you want, yes. For the picture. Then, next person, Nasrid. 4, vice president. Abstain. 0, no, and 24 yes. So, and to the last person, Omar, for the event manager. 2 abstain, 13 yes, and 10 no. So he is voted for as the new event manager. Omar. So, shall we do a winner's picture? Here, communications manager.
This is for you from the
No, take ours.
This is only sweet English we have.
And from the board, from old board to a new board, we gifted you candies as sweet treat for now. Congratulations, guys! And I'm super excited for what you guys finally. Congratulations!
Green, we can see you.
Hello, guys.
But there's no camera, no camera. Oh, yeah.
What happened? I was not. I couldn't hear you. What happened?
You got voted for. You are elected. You made it.
Congratulations!
Perfect, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can someone take a picture of the new board, please?
Phone.
I don't have charger.
New board.
I think the new board has to stand in the middle.
Yeah.
Let's pass the spotlight.
Yeah.
Wait. Nassim, make yourself a little bit smaller.
No, it's fine. Just go back.
Can you move a bit?
Okay, guys, Fernando, if we don't look, it won't be a nice picture. So hopefully those are our pictures. Your presentation picture, we'll take it to the official post. Or if we should do another.
Sure.
Okay. I'm very hungry. Fernando, how many pizzas do you have? I'm very hungry. I close this, Jay. Okay, so, yeah. You can close it.
You can say it.
And with that, the GA is officially closed, and we have a last words of our outgoing president.
So, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for voting. Thank you all for raising questions and concerns. It's really important. I hope the next year you as members will be active. You will propose changes. You will help the new board to establish ground in TalTech. You will share the strategic visions or something, and new board will be like able to coordinate new projects, come up with something new, exciting, and establish a good ground for TalTech. With that saying, also I want to highlight that the next steps for you guys, for the new board, will be a knowledge transfer from us. So you will be prepared for the next semester with all the information needed to run the board in the best way possible. And let's give a round of applause to close this Jay. Thank you. Excuse me, can I have a new and old board here so we can take a picture? Come here.
Давай, fast, 10 seconds. Just for stream, that's all. Stream.
Mateo, sign from Cosmos or whatever you believe in.
No, come on!
Guys, before we're gonna take pictures.
Fatima, where are you? Come here. Mira, let's take a picture.
Yes. Thank you. I can still eat it.
Two people.
So who's taking a picture?
The computer.
We can take a screenshot. Tommy, I'm taking the
Wait.
Thank you, Nazreen. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. See you soon.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye.